All right. The court is finding violation of conditions 13 and 28 true. The court will find the defendant guilty, revoke. There's to be no contact with Juan Garcia or Matthew Austin. Probation, was there any restitution paid?
Let's see. No, ma'am. There's no restitution on his fees.
All right. Then the court is going to find that there's no pending restitution. The court will sentence you to 6 years in the prison.
Dylan Tennyson Smith was already on deferred adjudication, but 2 alleged probation violations changed everything. Judge Boyd found both violations true, revoked his deferred adjudication, and sentenced him to 6 years in prison.
All right, the parties on Dylan Smith.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Court is calling 2022 CR 3510 State versus Dylan Smith. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state, for the defense?
Donald Wilson for the defense.
All right, and are you Dylan Smith?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, did you review the documents entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision and First Amendment Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Dylan Tennyson Smith who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2022 CR 3510 for the offense of burglary of a habitation on June 30th, 2022 for a period of 4 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Smith, you have a right to appear in person for this hearing. Do you wish to appear in person or are you consenting to appearing by Zoom?
Consent on Zoom.
All right. State, you may proceed.
Violated condition number 13 on or about the 31st day of July 2025 in Bexar and or Hood County, Texas. The defendant, Dylan Tennyson Smith, did then and there fail to complete 100 hours of community service restitution in violation of condition number 13.
How do you plead to that? True or not true? Were you able to
True.
hear?
Not really.
All right, I'm going to repeat it. The state read the following violation. Violation of condition number 13. On or about the 31st day of July 2025 in Bexar and or Hood County, Texas, the defendant Dylan Tennyson Smith did then and there fail to complete 150 hours of community service restitution in violation of condition number 13. To that, how do you plead? True or not true?
Judge, I believe he's previously pled not true to it. That's the intent today.
No, he hasn't entered any pleas today.
Okay.
Not true.
Violated condition number 28 on or about the 31st day of July 2025 in Hood County, Texas. The defendant, Dylan Tennyson Smith, did then and there fail to register for/attend a stress education program with the approved agency in violation of condition number 28.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Not true.
Waive the remainder.
Any objections to the state's waivers?
No, Your Honor. No objection.
State, do you have any witnesses?
Yes, Your Honor. State calls Callie Jones.
All right, can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Callie Jones.
State, you may proceed.
Ms. Jones, how are you presently employed?
I'm full-time at the Adult Probation Office.
And
Bexar County Adult Probation Office.
And how long have you worked with Bexar County Adult Probation Office?
42 years.
What is your current title with the Bexar County Adult Probation Office?
Assistant Probation Officer.
What are your duties in that role?
I oversee cases that were granted probation here in Bexar County, and their cases are transferred to other counties/states for courtesy supervision.
Are you familiar with a probationer by the name of Dylan Smith?
Yes, I am.
Do you know him to be a probationer that was supervised by Bexar County Adult Probation?
In the beginning, yes, until this case was transferred to the other county, to Hood County.
Do you know when that case was transferred?
Yes, ma'am. I can give you the exact date. He was assigned to September 17th of 2025, and it was before that. The last, on the September 17th, it was due to the MTR. Prior to that, I can give you the exact date. Give me just a second, please. Status. On. September 18th of 2025 was the last transfer. The original one was back in September 18th was when he was transferred. I'm sorry.
When was
No,
he
that's-
assigned to you?
No, hold on a second. I'm sorry, what did you ask me again?
When was Mr. Smith's case assigned to you?
Okay. It was September 18th of 2025. That's not it. Oh, I am so sorry. I am so I'm in other I am so sorry. Let me go to Dylan because I didn't see right. Okay, here we go. He was originally signed to January 31st of 2024.
Was there a probation officer assigned to him prior to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know that probation officer's name?
Yes, ma'am. I can get that for you. It was Jessica Fuente.
Okay. To your knowledge, did a representative of Bexar County probation go over the terms and conditions of probation with Mr. Smith?
It would have been when he was originally granted probation. It would have been when he went through orientation. Would also be the same person that signed the conditions, because at that time, when they're granted probation, they either came over in person and turned in their application, or they did it via Zoom through orientation. And that's an assigned community supervision officer that goes original conditions and signed the conditions with him.
So in this case, was that done?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know when?
Yes, ma'am. Let me look at the person that does the conditions. They also does a chrono. So give me just a second. That would have been June 30th of 2022. And I'm going back. By the officer of Jonathan Trejo. He's one of our community supervision officers that's assigned to the intake unit.
Okay, and that's the individual that went over the Mr. Smith, correct?
Yes, ma'am. On July 11th of 2022.
And did Mr. Smith sign his conditions of probation?
Yes, ma'am, he did.
When did he sign them?
July 11th of 2022.
Okay, so on these terms and conditions, what does condition number 13 of state?
13th, it says beginning June 30th of 2022 to perform 150 hours of community service restitution and provide proof as directed by the court and/or Bexar County Community Supervision and Corrections Department at the rate of 20 hours per month. You will fully comply with all rules, regulations, and instructions as directed by the head or authorized personnel of that agency
Okay, so how would a probationer violate this condition?
by not performing the hours.
How long does a probationer have to complete this condition?
Well, we set they set a set amount per hours. Depending on the let's say if they have a job, the may work with them, give them an extended deadline. May extend it.
Okay, so when Mr. Smith's probation was transferred, was condition number 13 also get transferred over to Hood County as well?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and do you recall the name of the supervision officer that was providing supervision?
Yes, because he would send reports. So let me look at the latest progress report that states when they close interest. That officer was Stephen Sexton, Sexton.
Okay, so when Mr. Smith's probation was transferred, did you have any contact with him at that point?
With who, Mr. Sexton or with Dylan?
With Mr. Smith.
Let me see. Let me look at my chrono because that's so far back in 2022. I didn't have him in 2020. I didn't have him in 2022 because once he was transferred to originally to Jessica Fuente, but she's an officer that that oversees cases where probationers are granted probation county and they're transferred to different counties/state.
Yes, ma'am, but my question is, after probation is transferred, do you maintain contact with the probationer, or does the courtesy supervision officer take the lead?
Well, actually, both. The courtesy supervision officer takes the lead, and they send them every 6 months or a year, depending on and then also probationer also also has the contact, also can contact the original probation questions and or.
Time were you contacted by Mr. Sexton regarding any concerns with Mr. Smith completing his requirements?
Well, when when his case was returned back, then they're to send a progress report.
When the case was returned back, was the 150 hours of community service still outstanding?
Yes, he didn't state that he hadn't completed them. I'm looking at the progress report and my notes. And then I had spoken with Mr. Smith and because he had contacted me, I contacted him because Mr. Sexton had returned returned courtesy supervision because Mr. Sexton supposedly,
Just a moment. Excuse me, if you'll listen to her question and only answer the question. If she would go
Okay.
outside the question, she'll ask a different question. What's your question?
Okay, I apologize.
Oh, no problem.
My question was answered, Judge. So moving on a little bit. So what does condition number 28 of state, Miss Jones?
Okay, 28 is 24, 25, 26. Here we go. 28 is he was complete the stress ed class.
Okay, and how
It's going to
would,
be on, I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead. No, go ahead.
No, it's on one of the amended,
Okay, what date was probation amended to add that requirement?
December 4th of 2023.
So condition that did not originally exist under his probation, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am,
How would a probationer violate this condition?
by not completing it.
To your knowledge, was Mr. Smith was Mr. Smith informed how he would comply with this condition?
When he went to court on an MTR,
But my question is, was he informed on how to, not when?
yes,
Okay, and so with this condition, are there only authorized places that course can be taken?
no, ma'am. On my, what he was instructed that this particular class is also offered online. So they're given an option, since he was reporting in another county, they're given the option of either take the class online or a Hood County probation officer could refer them to a class in that area,
Okay, so when
in that
Miss-
county.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Smith's probation was condition number 28 a part of those conditions?
Yes,
And when Mr. Smith's probation was referred back to you from Mr. Sexton, condition number 8 still exists uncompleted?
yes,
So to your knowledge, did Mr. Smith violate his terms of probation?
yes.
How did he do that?
By not completing the stress education class and also the community service hours.
Did you ever attempt to reach out to Mr. Smith regarding these violations?
Well, we've spoken over the phone
Okay,
once his case was returned back.
okay. I pass the witness, Your Honor.
Yes, I've got a few questions, Hunter. When the case was returned to Bexar County, I believe you said that the 50 hours of community service were not complete. Was that something that was included in a concern violation report, or how was that conveyed to your office?
Well, two ways. Once I didn't get it, when the other county returned or back courtesy supervision, there was no progress report attached. And I spoke to Mr. Dillon. He had also said that he had not completed them.
When did you speak, Ellen? I mean, with Mr. Smith?
Okay, let me look at the date. Let me go on them.
And while you're looking, I never heard the date when the file was returned from County to Bexar County.
Okay, when I spoke to him on December 6th of 2023 by phone, it says received phone call from the defendant. Defendant was informed that transfer packet had been resent to Hood County for courtesy supervision. Defendant stated he's been contacted and given appointment in January. Defendant has been contacted and given appointment to see me in January of 2024 to come in. Per defendant, he had an offered job. He was offered job in Mexico. Defendant was reminded of amend conditions, which he stated he had a copy and was told to provide verification of the employment offer. And then I would email him the travel permit. So on December 6th of 2023, he was notified of the amend conditions. I'm trying to see, is there any other date sooner than that? Okay, he'd keep his let me see. And then in January.
Down there.
Well, looks like that was the time I have documented about his amend conditions.
So December of 2023, he was still supervised by Hood County, correct?
Yes,
Okay. And so those conditions are sent to the probation in Hood County. They have some flexibility or discretion in directing the defendant on how and when to complete all of the requirements that are contained within those conditions of probation. Isn't that true?
yes, sir.
And so sometimes, if, like you said earlier, if they're employed, they may spread out the community service hours or find other times in which it can be done or other ways in which it can be done. Is that fair?
Yes.
And so I haven't of what the outstanding numbers are, but Mr. Smith's probation hasn't completed yet, hasn't terminated. Is that correct?
Yes.
And so-
Yes.
So he'll do them while on probation to accomplish and complete the 150 hours, correct?
Yes.
And on
But if you, I'm sorry.
on the stress education class that he was asked to take, was there a deadline given when he was given that order to that class?
And as for, since it's not on the original condition and it's on the amended, they didn't set a deadline.
Okay, so technically,
There's no
since he's still on probation, that deadline then has expired, correct?
According to the wording they have, yes. I mean, no, expired. I'm sorry.
And do you have any direct knowledge of what the instructions were given by Mr. Sexton to Mr. Smith each time he reported when he updated his case file?
As far as what Mr. Sexton told Mr. Smith, no.
So you don't know if Mr. Sexton may have deviated from what the Bexar County policy of 20 hours per month would have been changed to or amended to or continued. You don't know that, do you?
No, but Mr. Sexton, with him being from another county, he wouldn't have the authority to change it. Only because they're being courteously supervised. Anything that has to do with any amending or changing anything, they have to come through Bexar County Court.
Have you been given any notice of a violation or a violation from Mr. Sexton or Hood County regarding the community service hours?
No, let me see. Okay, let's see what this one states. Okay, I've got a progress report on November 6th of 2023 where he still has remaining 150 hours. He still has remaining stress education class. So let me see if there's anything later than that. But as of on December 6th, there's a progress report where it's not
Yes, ma'am.
completed.
Just one moment. Does anyone mind if I ask a question, counsel, or do you have any objections to that? All right, here's the question. According to this motion to revoke, he was supposed to register for or attend a stress education program. Did he do that? Yes or no? All right, then the violation, they're saying that he was supposed to have completed 150 hours of community service restitution. Did he complete 150 hours of community service restitution?
I don't have verification of him completing it.
Do you have verification that he completed any hours of community service restitution?
No.
All right, you may continue. Thank you.
At what date did Hood County return the case to Bexar County?
Acceptance rejected. January 19th, 2024.
So has he been back under Bexar County supervision for basically the last 2 years?
Let me see, on January 19th, and then I resent it back the 31st. January 19th, it was for and then on the 31st, I sent it back. And then I'm showing he was accepted February 2nd of 2024. And then I don't have anything after that. So I assume he
What-
was reported.
Was it returned back to you after that 2024 date?
Well, on February 2nd of 2024, I got an acceptance. He was accepted again. And then I don't have anything after that.
You don't have any violation reports. You don't have any status reports. You don't have any updates from Hood County after February of 2024. Is that what I'm
Yes,
hearing?
sir. Yes, sir.
So you really can't state what the current situation is for Mr. Smith, what his status is on his programs or on the community service, because you've had no updates since February of 2024, correct?
But Mr. On that officer's part, yes, but was instructed to provide me verification on his own, and he has not.
When was that directive given?
Let me go through my notes. Okay, that was email 2025. And on August 28th of 2025, I sent him a letter and let him know the fees. And also listed in there is list of classes that's not completed. Oh, hold on.
All right, so
No,
why don't
that's
we,
not the,
you all go to the breakout room with this officer, know what questions that you all want to ask so that Ms. Jones can find it in her records for you. I think that will make things move quicker. So I'm going to send you all to breakout room number 1. All right, Roger Mims.
Go back to it.
Thank you. And Mr. Smith, I'm going to put you in the breakout room 2, and someone will be with you shortly. Court is calling 2024 CR 008238B State versus Roger Mims. Can I have parties announced for the record?
James Tochi for Mr. Mims, Judge.
And are you Mr. Mims? Counsel, you received all discovery. Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Judge.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Mims, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Judge.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Judge.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
We are not, Your Honor. We're only proceeding on counts 4 and 5.
Any objection?
No, ma'am.
All right, I don't have a counts 4 and 5 in this indictment. I just have 1, 2, and 3. Is there a page missing?
There was a re-indictment about 3 weeks ago. You may not have
Do you
it.
have the re-indictment?
It's on the steps.
All right, so you're waiving counts 1, 2, and 3?
That's correct, Your Honor.
And so there's a count 4 and 5 in the new indictment?
Yes.
Any objections to those waivers?
No.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I don't have a copy of the new indictment.
All right. Counsel, any objections to those
No,
waivers?
no, ma'am, not at all.
And are you stipulating that in new indictment, there are 5 counts?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Mims, did you review the application of deferred adjudication with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, in counts 4 and 5, you're charged with deadly conduct, discharge of a firearm. Count 4 and count 5, you're charged with unlawfully carrying a weapon with a misdemeanor felony, family violence conviction. Those counts are 3rd-degree felonies. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses. The state will call in the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you are giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, Your
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
And I'm assuming these counts are running concurrently?
That is my standing.
Does anybody want to put that in the plea? Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Judge.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Mims, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea? Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
Did you understand if you're not a U.S. citizen, you will be deported, denied re-entry, and naturalization? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, counts 4 and counts 5 are to run concurrently. Punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 6 years in the prison. There's a $2,000 fine, and the state is opposed to your application. Did you understand that to be the plea? Vince?
Yes, Judge.
State?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places? By signing that, you're waiving your right to appeal. The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand? So there been any such motions?
No, ma'am.
Then to count 4, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Contest.
To count 5, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, no contest? State any evidence.
Without objection, Judge.
All right, did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Counsel, if you want a PSI or TEP evaluation, it's going to be 12 weeks.
That's fine, Judge.
All right, I need a PSI and TEP evaluation date, please.
February 2nd.
All right, and counsel, is there a need for a mental health evaluation?
I don't honestly believe so, Judge, but can Roger and I discuss it? Maybe I'll come back to you later.
All right, and probation, it'll be a MIC evaluation.
Okay. That's fine.
All right, once you sign the reset form, excuse. You're welcome.
Nice day today.
Oh, you too.
Thank you, Judge.
Trying to print out a copy of the indictment, but the computer is not cooperating.
Oh, no, it's the incorrect one.
All
All right, everyone, we're gonna be taking our recess. The only case that I'm gonna complete before the recess is what is on Zoom. No, because it's almost 12:30.
Oh, wait, was it set for PSI, Toshi?
Huh?
Did you set it for PSI?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, okay, sorry.
second.
Okay. Years later, it printed out.
But it's just for internal affairs.
All right, are the parties ready to continue? All right, we're back on the record. And 2022 CR 3510, defense, I believe it was your witness.
I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
Any further questions?
None from the state, Your Honor.
All right, state, any other witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
Defense, any witnesses? Any witnesses?
No, Judge, just argument.
All right, court will hear argument. State,
Your Honor, we would ask that you grant state's motion to revoke probation, enter an adjudication of guilt, and sentence to 4 years. Mr. Smith had a copy of his original conditions, which included the 150 hours of community service in July of 2022. He then got a second copy and acknowledged those conditions were amended in 2023 to add the stress education program. To date, there's been no attempt to complete those conditions. His conditions remained outstanding from when the probation was originally transferred to Hood County, and then again stayed the same when it was transferred back to Bear. So because of those violations, we'd ask that you grant state's motion.
all right, defense.
Your Honor, I don't think we've heard clear evidence as to what the current status is of Mr. Smith's probation. The last update that the Bexar County probation officer had to offer was from February of 2023, when it was transferred the second time to Hood County. That was almost 2 years ago. In the meantime, I'm sure a lot has transpired. There's not been an update. The probation officer couldn't find an update after it was sent back from Hood County the last time to Bexar County. And I don't think there's any evidence that would spell out what exactly transpired between the probation officer and Mr. Smith, whether or not he had him on a schedule that deviated from the Bexar County 20 hours a month program, or whether he had him on some other schedule in order to accomplish the other programs and working and that sort of thing. Mr. Smith has been incarcerated in Hood County since, I believe, sometime in August. And that, therefore, he hasn't been able to complete any additional programs, nor has he been able to meet with Bexar County. I couldn't get a good, clear, straight answer as to when the Hood County Probation Department transferred it back or canceled their supervision and that sort of thing. We think it was sometime in April, maybe April 1st, but there was I guess, testimony by the Bexar County probation officer that she had talked to him, but there's no documentation in their system to say when any communication was made, whether Mr. Smith was made aware that he was falling behind or violation of any of the conditions. I believe that the probation said they sent a letter to him in August when he was incarcerated, but would have been at that time. And I can't say that he was under the direct instruction to have completed some number that deviates from 150, nor do we have a count as to what the exact number is from Hood County. So I would ask the court to deny the motion and continue him, Mr. Smith, on the deferred adjudication.
All right, the court is finding violation of conditions 13 and 28 true. The court will find the defendant guilty, revoke. There's to be no contact with Juan Garcia or Matthew Austin. Probation, was there any restitution paid?
Let's see. No, ma'am, there's no restitution on his fees.
All right. Then the court is going to find that there is no pending restitution. The court will sentence you to 6 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. Did you review the trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and electronically sign it, Mr. Smith?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion to revoke, not the fact that you're on deferred adjudication. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question about that, you'll need to speak to an attorney. All right, good luck to you.
Dylan Tennyson Smith came into court facing allegations that he had failed to complete requirements while on deferred adjudication. His defense pointed to transfer issues, incomplete information, and periods of incarceration, but the judge ultimately found both violations true. The result was a major turning point. His deferred adjudication was revoked. He was found guilty, and he received 6 years in prison, along with the consequences that come with a felony conviction. This hearing is a reminder that court-ordered supervision comes with specific requirements, and failing to comply can have serious consequences. If you want to follow more real courtroom hearings where probation violations can completely change the outcome of a case, subscribe and stay with us, because the next hearing could be the moment another defendant finds out whether the judge gives them another chance or sends them to prison.